Well, Dinner
God,
Party is super funny. Was there something about the premise or your incredible co-stars that made you want to be a part of this movie?
Um, well, I mean, listen, the first thing Mullen said, she called me and was like, "Hey, we're doing a movie. Rob's doing it too. It's in Los Angeles. It's 3 weeks. We're gonna make no money, but it could be fun." I'm like, okay, yeah, send it over. So she sent it over, and the script is so fun. I mean, it's so ridiculous, and I love this character and everything she gets to do. I think I get like I have the most fun of anybody in the cast, in terms of my storyline. So it's kind of a no-brainer, you know? And then once she started telling me who everybody else, like everybody else that was signing on, I was like, oh, absolutely. This is just going to be like a blast to hang out with everyone.
I mean, it's not hard with all of the wonderful people you have assembled. Did they tell you much about Jacqueline and Molly's history as best friends and how willing Molly and Amandine are, how willing they are to go for their friend, how far they're willing to go, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly. I mean, it was easy to just kind of bring the friendship that Mullen and I have already had for, over 10 years into this experience because I think within that group of three, it's Molly and um and Jacqueline who were like college roommates and have that longest thing. And then Amandine is a newer friend of Jacqueline's. And so it kind of like it and we didn't know Bria before. So it kind of worked out really perfectly in terms of the vibe of the three of us working together. But yeah, I mean, I do like that at the beginning my character is like, this is not a good idea. uh and then she's like, all right, fine, all in. But she does have her reservations that you find out at the end with all of it, not with the plan but with just like motherhood in general.
I mean, so many suitors all in one night at your husband's birthday party. It's a lot.
It's a lot. I mean, you can't think about the scientific specifics of it too much. But as it's like a time travel movie. You don't think, like in Looper when they're like, don't think about it. Just don't think about it. Go with the flow.
It must have been hard for many, many moments to keep a straight face. Was there moments of improv that you guys got to explore, or was this just so funny in the script that you guys really wanted to give Tom what he asked for?
Well, there's a little bit of both. I mean, Tom wrote a great script, so that was there. It was already like there was already a base. But Tom especially was like, hey, if there's anything you want to add, or he was like with everybody, he was like, I love this cast, this is so much fun, I got everybody that I wanted, so have fun with it. And especially with my character who, a quarter of the way through the movie drinks a glass of wine that's laced with Molly. So the whole rest of the movie, I'm like just high as AF. And kind of like is the most freeing thing as an actor because there's no like you just feel one thing 1 minute and the next thing the next and be really focused 1 minute and then just be like, I'm thirsty. So a lot of my improvs did make it in. I was very surprised and happy when I saw the final cut to be like, oh, they used it. They used all that stuff. And with everybody, I mean, we just had the best time. So I don't remember one specific moment where I'm like trying to keep a straight face. It was more in the break room when the people that weren't working, we were just all in one room doing bits and making each other laugh. And like people would come in and be like, you guys, you really gotta be quiet. We're like, oh, right. Sorry. You trying to make a movie?
I cracked up so much at Rob because he's just I think he just lives like everything out of his mouth is probably, at least in this movie, is super funny where he's telling you about the nuts and he's like,
Yeah.
okay. And also then, Molly, obviously you're not invited to Thanksgiving. I mean, those
Yeah.
are moments to me that were super funny and had those little drops of like laughter tears coming out
Yeah.
of my eyes. Were there specific scenes that you love to film then, if not maybe comedic moments
Yeah.
that really stood out?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the end scene where, I mean, it's not the very end, but like the big kind of crux of the movie where, like all these movies where anybody is trying to keep something from everyone, it's gonna come out. Was, I mean, at least in all the rehearsals, like just figuring it all out and everybody this and that and paying back and forth and doing all that was really fun, and the energy of everyone was so great. And seeing like Jerry O'Connell when he like lays into her on set, I mean that got cut way down on set. It was truly like, I think Jerry's losing his mind. Like, um that was very fun, except they just didn't think how long I'd be holding the cake, and they made it the like, like artisanal, so it's literally a piece of wood that has a full cake on top, and it's not a fake cake. And it was so heavy that I'd be like, oh God, the cake again. Am I in the shot? Is the cake in the shot? Like over and over for everybody's coverage, because the camera moves. We were filming that scene for hours. Um, that was very fun. And the scene where I sneak in to get something for my daughter while Mullen's character is having sex with the Jeff Goldblum lookalike. And like I just have like, I'm closing my eyes and I'm looking for it, I'm grabbing his butt, like all of it. That was really fun.
I'm telling you, it was very hard to keep a straight face, at least for me. And you have all these incredibly talented comedic actors in this. Were you excited to share scenes with anyone in particular? Obviously, Mullen and Robert are, and Ryan maybe as well. He's a, they both have, I mean, they all have such great comedic talents, but were you excited to work with anyone in particular when it came to shooting?
Yeah. It's interesting, like as much as Rob and I have been in things together, like to actually be a real married like to try to portray a real married couple, not in like the heightened children's hospital or medical police world that I'm used to working with him in, as just like kind of a straight acting job, was really fun. It was like, oh my God, we're gonna actually be like real human beings with like real through lines. So that was really both him and Mullen, because the only other times I've worked with them are in this like heightened meta comedy universe of children's hospital and medical police. So I was really looking forward to that. But really, and I had never worked with Ryan Hansen before or Jerry, and that was super fun. Yeah, kind of once I heard about the cast, it was basically everybody. I'm like, ooh, let's try to carve out a moment with this person, that person.
What do you hope then lingers with viewers of this hilarious new comedy? What do you, if nothing else, whether it's just a bunch of giggles because of the absurdity at it, what do you hope remains or makes this a fast fan favorite comedy?
Yeah, I mean, I laughter is the best thing to walk away when people do say it's that a comedy is funny. That's the goal. I like the message of it's the friends like figuring it out for their everybody coming together to figure it out for their friend. I like this like female at the heart of it, it's female friendship, and we're like gonna get shit done so that our friend can have a baby. We're gonna be there for her for all of it. I like that message and the laughs.
What else have you been busy working on lately? I feel like we've been getting a lot more of you on our screens lately too.
Yeah, it's funny. Everything kind of came out all at once. Like with it was really great to be a part of A Christmas Story Christmas this last Christmas, and it's like I'm like, oh my God, I've entered into the holiday movie canon, of the realm of, because we watch the same movies every Christmas, every holiday season. We watch everything, and so I'm like, oh, now we're in the rotation on that, and so there has been like everything came out. I think that the next thing that is coming out is I got to do a voice. I'm doing a voice on a new Fox animated show that's going to be like, they're opening up a new night of comedy, and the scripts are so funny. It's called Grimsburg. It's with John Hamm. He plays like this grizzled, out of shape detective that has to solve every murder in a town where murders happen all the time. I'm his ex-wife, who's the reporter and raised by bears. And I mean, given the Alan Tudyk does some voice, like Rachel Dratch is a voice. It's going to be really funny. I'm not exactly sure, maybe March or maybe May for a premiere on that, but we're going to start the second season soon. So hopefully people like it.
I was going to ask you what it means to you to be a part of the Christmas legacy of A Christmas Story. I mean, that's an iconic film from so many of our childhoods.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely the perfect generation to have been raised with it always being on TV. You know, you just like put it on and wherever it started, you watch it till the end and then you start it and watch it to where you started or watch it again. And then someone's asleep and someone else is starting Christmas Story. So like it was a real like a pinch myself kind of experience. And I think that, you know, the script that they put together and the way that the director and Peter just like really lovingly put I loved it. I just thought it was such a sweet, funny, good movie. I'm happy, so happy with it. You know, not 100% happy with everything I do, but I do fully endorse that movie.
What would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the wonderful work you do on our screens?
Oh my gosh, thanks. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep watching. Call Hollywood. Tell them to put me in more stuff. Mama wants a job.